Do you feel like you have control over your life? If discipline isn't part of who you are, then you don't. Discipline is what separates the achievers from the watchers, those who move forward from those who stay behind. Without it, you're stuck in cycles of frustration, letting your goals drag on endlessly. And here's the harsh truth. If you can't master yourself, you're far from any real form of power. Power is having the strength to do what's necessary, even when there's no motivation. It's the ability to silence distractions, to resist the comforts that weaken you, to choose the path that leads to growth, even if it's the hardest one. And this is only possible with discipline. If you want to change your life, there's no point waiting for circumstances to change. The starting point is self-mastery. Discipline is the only way to reach your true potential. Because at the end of the day, if you don't have discipline, you don't have power. And if you don't have power over yourself, you control nothing. How many times have you promised to change? Promised to wake up earlier, be more productive, avoid fast food, but at the first chance, you caved. That morning when the alarm went off, and you, without a second thought, hit snooze. Or the decision to focus on an important project, but half an hour later, you're scrolling through your phone. These are the moments where lack of discipline pulls you out of control. Without self-mastery, you become a prisoner to your impulses, a captive of the same habits that keep you from growing. Self-mastery is having the strength to resist those small temptations that weaken you every day. Imagine the impact of conquering these daily challenges. Imagine how your life would be if you resisted the urge to sleep in and use that extra hour to take care of your health, read a book, or learn something new. Discipline turns these small moments into victories that build up power. This is how you build a solid foundation from within, enabling you to handle even the toughest decisions. And let's be real, discipline isn't an easy choice. It's saying no to dessert when everyone else is eating it, turning off your phone when others are laughing at videos. Every time you choose the hard path over the easy one, the future over momentary pleasure, you're building a power that most people will never have. Because most people give up, most people give in. But those who persist build a kind of confidence no one can steal. Every choice matters. Either you take control and build the discipline to win your own battles, or you'll keep repeating the cycle of frustration and regret. Want real power? It begins with mastering those seemingly small decisions that, deep down, define who you are and who you will be. Do you think prosperity happens overnight? That a lucky break, one brilliant decision, is what separates those who succeed from those who fail? The truth is hard to swallow. Prosperity is the result of a slow process built by small but powerful actions repeated daily. While you wait for a big moment, the real opportunities are in the tiny actions you might not even notice. Each time you invest in learning, health, or financial control, you're feeding the base of prosperity. Prosperous people aren't those who got lucky, but those who, day after day, did the grunt work that no one else wanted to do. They understand that life isn't made of big leaps, but continuous steps, small victories accumulated over time. Think about it. How often have you wanted to reach the top without climbing each step? Examples of this are everywhere. The person who started investing the little they had but kept at it consistently. Or the student who sacrificed distractions to study every day and achieved a solid knowledge base. And the entrepreneur who, before any profits, spent months organizing finances and getting accounts in order. None of this is luck. It's the result of relentless discipline and small actions. While you want prosperity without effort, others are turning discrete steps into a life of abundance and flow. It's time to stop waiting for a big event and start building your own. Each action is a brick. Each daily choice is a step. What are you doing with your time? Where are these small actions taking you? If you want prosperity, build it every day, piece by piece. Because in the end, it's not a magic moment that will lead you to success, but the sum of every step taken day after day. Do you really want a life of ease? A reality where things happen with less effort and more grace? Then drop the mentality of eternal restarts. Because every time you quit and try again, you're adding weight to your journey, creating a snowball of wasted efforts. Flow, that lightness that many envy, is the direct result of consistent discipline. It's when you keep going, without needing to go back to the starting point because you chose not to interrupt your progress. How many times have you abandoned a project, letting it pile up with other failed attempts? Lack of consistency is the enemy of flow. When you work daily, even in small doses, the load lightens and progress starts to flow naturally. Think of the simple habit of organizing daily tasks. Those who do a bit every day don't have to face the chaos of a desk full of pending tasks or the mountain of obligations that never seem to end. That's flow, born from consistency. Consistency also brings something even more precious, peace. Studies show that people with stable, consistent routines experience reduced anxiety and increased efficiency. Source: American Psychological Association. Those who create a steady rhythm see results without needing bursts of effort. This rhythm eliminates the anxiety of always playing catch-up, always fixing the lack of planning, and puts control in your hands. Because what you want isn't more mountains of effort, but a steady road leading to the outcome you seek. And the truth is simple: flow is only possible for those who take discipline seriously. If you want to live without the constant burden of restarting, you need to learn to build without stopping. Is it a hard choice? Yes. But if you want ease, this is the only way to reach it. Choose a path and keep moving forward without looking back. In this way, flow stops being a wish and becomes your way of living. The difference between a dream and reality is persistence. How many times have you abandoned a project, a goal, a dream simply because the first results didn't come as you imagined? Persistence is what separates those with a solid goal from those who live off empty promises. The truth is harsh, but simple. Creating the reality you want requires you to stay firm, even when everything feels like a wasted effort. Think about people who, despite setbacks, got up and kept going. They weren't driven by impulse, but by a real commitment to what they wanted to achieve. Each step was aligned with their larger goal. It didn't matter how many times they failed, because each failure was met with the discipline to try again, without straying from the path. This is the essence of aligned creation. The discipline you apply is always directed toward what truly matters. Maybe you gave up on something you wanted deeply because results didn't appear right away. Maybe you convinced yourself it wasn't meant to be, or that the world conspired against you. The truth is, anything you truly want, with consistent aligned action, grows, transforms, and becomes real. This isn't theory, it's practice. Persistence is the ground where discipline and creation meet to produce results. When you keep focus and action, circumstances align, not by magic, but because you persisted in one direction. So think carefully. Do your dreams deserve the effort to be sustained? Or are they only good as long as everything is easy and convenient? Those who quit don't have true creation. They only have a fragile wish. If you want a life that's real, you need to create with persistence, day by day, without excuses, without delays, because that's the only way to turn intention into tangible accomplishment. Imagine that starting today, every choice you make is a seed planted for your future. Creation and discipline are like roots that will strengthen your path, keeping it steady even in the face of storms and uncertainties. These are practices that, when they become your lifestyle, transform how you see and build the world around you. You're no longer waiting for the right moment. You're the one who creates that moment. Many people spend their lives looking from the outside, admiring those who have built something that to them seems impossible. The difference between these lives and yours is the decision to cultivate the future with consistency, because nothing of value is built overnight. Consider subscribing to the channel to keep up with us, and remember, creation and discipline are not shortcuts. They are the foundation for a future that no one can take from you. Are you ready for this journey? Click on the video on your screen now. It will certainly help you progress. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.